Hello, friends. Good morning to you who are there from US. Good evening to friends who are joining from India. In today's session, I am going to discuss about digital transformation, its opportunities and challenges, mainly in mid-sized companies. Let me brief you what we are doing presently. We have about 34 years of experience in offering technology-based solution which can help mid-sized companies to achieve business excellence. When I say business excellence, it's IT and OT. That means information technology and operation technology, they work together to resolve challenges, problems in regulatory as well as supply chain management and achieve the best performance. Now, last couple of years, we are focusing on to transformation. As you know, everybody is now talking about digitization, and transformation is becoming a very important area. We focus more on a strategy side and advise mid-sized companies how they can achieve digital transformation. That means shifting from legacy solution to the new solution and become a competitive in present world. So let's look at it the next screen. So today's agenda for me is I'm going to discuss about business challenges after pandemic situation, emerging technologies which are coming up, and industry 4 requirements, digital transformation as a market opportunity, challenges in adopting to digital transformation, innovation and collaboration, how it's going to benefit with digital transformation, transformation as a blocks, and finally the roadmap to achieve business excellence. As all of us have gone through a pandemic situation for last couple of years, and that has created a big impact onto all businesses, all areas, all operations, all business processes. So I have just summarized over here, typically looking at it from the mid-sized business operations. The first one, of course, it starts with the sales and getting the business and supporting the business and keeping the salespeople and offering them, the customer, the best solution, best expectations to their requirement is the challenge. Once you get a business order, managing the supply chain, supply flow, starting from procurement, manufacturing, distribution, logistics, maintaining the inventories, maintaining the lead time deliveries, managing the outsource contracts, with all challenges are there. Employees is very important because your skills are driving the business, and they have to get familiar with the changes in business processes, with the new technologies, and in pandemic, we had to take care of their safety and security also. Customers are expecting the transparency. They expect right product, right quality, right quantity, right price. So these are again the challenges are there. Market position is very important because competition is coming up and supporting the different geographies, managing the logistic systems. And when we are talking about the regulatory industry, offering the right product, not just a spurious product, and controlling those spurious product is main challenge. And this is where the blockchain technology can play an important role. And finally, when you are looking out for a business, we have to maintain the sales revenues, manage the costs, keep the cash flows, and make it a profitable business. So how we are going to support to all these challenges? So business and technology both are now coming up with the new technologies. As I've shown you, supply chain management flow chart over here, starting from your sales and procurement and suppliers and manufacturing and warehouse and finally the consumers and the stakeholders. Today's scenario, everybody is now talking about not just a supply chain, but discussing about the digital supply chain. So what is the difference between a supply chain and digital supply chain? Digital supply chain is adopting new emerging technologies like social, cloud technology, artificial intelligence, industrial Internet of Things, blockchain, and each and every technology has got its own strength, but needs an integration, needs a data sharing, needs to use good capabilities of other technology to achieve business excellence. Now, while doing this, our skills have to move from their present legacy system to the new system, which is a change management. And change management is not only just their own skills, but also the business processes, which requires many times the business process re-engineering also. Because those processes should be adaptable to the digital systems or the mobile solution. Another thing is cyber security. All this, we have to really plan it out, a good strategy of adoption of digitization, and we have to really simplify the business complexities to move to digitization as early as possible. And this requires a holistic approach. What I mean by a holistic approach, it's a people, process, and technology driven systems actually. And all have to match, all have to have same vision, same mission to achieve business excellence. Let's look at it. What are the new technologies that are coming up? I just mentioned you few, but mobile devices are becoming very powerful. Couple of years back, smartphones were not so powerful, but today smartphones are very powerful. They are as good as your laptop. New IoT platforms, that Internet of Things are coming up. Those sensors can pick up the data many times from manufacturing operations and all that, and store the data about process parameters, and those process parameters along with alarms can achieve excellence in processes. Location detection is important during the logistic distribution. Human machines or interfaces are now available. Authentication and fraud detection is very important in the cyber security. Smart sensors, as I mentioned earlier, is now available, and their numbers are different sensors to suit it to your requirements are available. This tensors go on generating the big data, and that data analytics, if you can really build a good algorithm, can really control you, not only your processes, but also your manufacturing execution systems. Augmented realities and wearables can help you to train up your skills. And finally, all this gets connected to your cloud computing. McKinsey has generated a report, and this is what is they have come to a conclusion that global economy with an industry 4 is going to be a big demand. And if you really look at it, the benefits which companies can generate it, let's start from the bottom. Most important thing is in a today's business, in a competitive business, is the quality and inventory. Inventories can really come down because much better real-time inventory visibilities can help you to monitor those inventories, and that can really reduce the money which has been blocked into the inventories, and that will improve your cash flow. Second important thing is the quality, because customers are becoming very conscious about the quality and their expectations and all. And then that quality can also help you in reducing the cost of the quality, because cost is not only at a quality control department, but it's from suppliers finally going up to the customers actually, and that can get really managed. Demand planning is very important because in the present uncertain situation, there is a fluctuating demand with the different markets, and that monitoring the effect of the demand gets converted into sales and operation plan, and then the procurement, and then into the manufacturing, and going up to the distribution planning is very important. So your focus accuracy really plays a very important role that can be managed. And finally, your labor, which we can really go on monitoring, which we can offer the good incentives and get improvements into their productivity, also plays an important role. And even the 5% improvement into the productivity can really bring the lot of benefits. Maintenance cost is really brought it down. So looking at it, all those benefits, this is what is the thing which I want to focus it out and discuss it out, the opportunities of digitization. And this is all is going to be possible, will be driven by the various emerging technologies. So let's look at it, this opportunity, how we are going to convert it. So I hope you have accepted that yes, there are a lot of opportunities are there. So what are those challenges? So the challenges is making a seamless information flow between the people, processes, and systems to develop a collaboration approach. And this knowledge sharing seamlessly is going to be an important thing, which will drive an innovation, which I just mentioned it on a one sentence, but it's a big challenge actually, because people are habituated with the old style, old systems, old processes and all that. So there is always a reluctance. Understanding those processes, and as I mentioned earlier, business process re-engineering is a very important thing, and that plays an important role. So that, as I mentioned earlier, information technology and operation technology, these all processes have to match, they have to merge, they have to seamlessly share the data. And only in that case, this whole data maybe a structured data, unstructured data, data coming from sensors, coming from operational systems, has to really collaborate. And this knowledge sharing, you have to accept it and generate a good algorithm which will give you a analysis of it and which can really prompt you to correct a good decision. You might have heard about RPA, robotic process automation. That plays a very important role. A lot of applications are a repetitive application. Maybe my estimate is 60 to 80% operations are repetitive. If you take either a purchase order or a logistic or a distribution, a good computer system or a solution or a technology can help you to tell you what are the things to be done, and then that automation can also expedite the things, can reduce the time taken, and that will help, that will drive to achieve a business excellence. So let's see now, we have discussed about the opportunities and challenges. So what is this digital transformation? So digital transformation is integration of these various technologies, from customer centricity, about your employees, about cloud computing, about mobility, about big data, about robotics. When all those things get integrated, that is how it's called a digital transformation. This is a simple definition which you can see. Now this various technologies, I have shown it in the blogs over here, because only technology cannot really drive the transformation. It needs to have a strategy. It needs to have a good dialogue, interaction with the customers. What customers are expecting it? What are the benefits of each and every technologies are there? What is the culture about the organization? What are the processes? What innovations which really we are looking, we are planning it out? And then finally, the data analytics. So when all these different blocks, they work together, then it is driving the transformation and digitization. What should be our roadmap in such case, actually? So there are again few points which I want to discuss it out here. Is the first and most important thing is you need a different type of thinking. Now, some people call it as a digital mind, some may call it as a digital thinking or something like that. But this is something different. This is out of the box. No, we have to really look at it. That how I can make best use of various technologies to solve my business challenges or get support from this technology to achieve excellence. We have to also encourage innovations. And I'm quite sure all those people who are working onto the shop floor, who are working onto the various processes, they always have fantastic ideas about the innovation. Only thing is that we have to build that culture in the organization to accept their new ideas, support to them, and take it to the next level. This is driving new business models also. The old models which were there with the old technology. So everybody is saying that no, you cannot work tomorrow with yesterday's technology. So tomorrow's technology, we have to start thinking and following. So tomorrow's business models also we have to start thinking about. Incorporating digitization of all the processes and its integration. So as I mentioned it to you, we are talking about the digital supply chain, industry 4. So it's a end-to-end thing, actually. It's from customer to the supplier. Everybody gets integrated. And the increased use of technology to improve experiences of the organization at all levels. It's not just a customer, but it's all employees, suppliers, all business partners. Like they may be your contract manufacturer, they may be your transporter, they may be your distribution partners, warehouses and all. So all stakeholders are to be integrated. So these things have to be integrated. So this is a short thing which I thought I will give you an overview. We already have more than 101 videos discussing all those small applications. Each and every video is discussing about 8 to 10 minutes. The channel name is Center of Excellence Pharma 4. So the links are also shown on my contact page. Feel free to have a link over there, share your comments, subscribe the channel so you will always have updated information about the new things which are coming up. We are already planning. There are many more videos are at a design and development stage to discuss it out various problem areas. My LinkedIn and Facebook profile links are also there and also available on Twitter. So feel free to contact us. Thank you. Bye.